Hello everyone, my name is Winters and welcome to this first episode and introduction to a brand new Let's Play series for Car Mechanics Simulator 2018. I am so excited to be doing this Let's Play and finally getting stuck into this. So I picked up this game probably about a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago. And I played the base vanilla game with no add-ons or no DLCs or anything, and really enjoyed it. Put about 50 hours into the game, and then it kind of went by the wayside. And a couple of weeks ago, I noticed that there was a sale on Steam for Car Mechanics Simulator 2018, and there's a bunch of DLCs that you can get for this game, and I realized I could pick up all of them for like $50, and I was like, do you know what, that's not a bad deal, and it's not a bad idea. I pick up all the DLCs, and why not do a Let's Play on Car Mechanics Simulator 2018? So I did. I picked them all up, and as you can see here, if I click on DLCs, I have them all. I have Mazda, Dodge, Jeep, Tuning, Plymouth, Bentley, Garage Customization, Lotus, Pagani, Ford, Porsche, Dodge, and so on. I've got every single DLC, and I picked them all up for like $50. It was nothing. Obviously I remembered that I had a lot of fun playing just the base vanilla game, and I don't know for sure, but I didn't know for sure, and I suspected that if I picked up, well, any of the DLCs, never mind all of them, that they would appear as new jobs that you could do, or any barns that I would visit, or any junkyards that I would visit. The cars from all the DLCs would appear as options. So basically, long story short, I could go to the junkyard or the scrapyard, and I could pick up an absolute rundown piece of crap, and like a Porsche, for example, alright? And I could do her up and restore the car and make an absolute killing on it. So I suspected that's how they worked, and I said, screw it, let's pick them all up, do a Let's Play series on this game, and share the experience with you guys. So yeah, that's what I've done, and that's what we're about to do here now. What we're going to do now is we're going to create a new profile. We're going to call it Winters Autos. And we are going to start a new game mode without tutorial. And we're going to do a tour of our garage, and show you guys the garage, and then we're going to wrap up the episode. In our first episode, we're going to take our first job and take it from there. So this is our garage, as it is. This is the main gate here. You click on that, this is the city that you're in. You can go to different locations in the city. Over here we have a toolbox. This is basically your skill tree. So you perform actions, you finish jobs, you get XP. When you reach a limit, you get a skill point. This is your XP up here. What's that? 0 of 300, I think it is. So when we get 300 XP, we will get a skill point, and we can spend it here. Basically, your ultimate goal is to fill out this whole thing. Alright, to get every single one, and that's one of the goals of this Let's Play series. I want to get every single thing. So we're talking 50 skill points to get every single thing. Each of these are little upgrades. Like this one, for example, is 50% faster screwing and unscrewing speed. This one is 50% faster installing and removing speed. These big ones are expansions. So as you can see here, it says expands your garage, adds a test path and a repair bench to your garage. This one over here, expand your garage, adds another car lift, warehouse, and another parking spot to your garage. And they're spread out. There's a few of them. These are just little ones, like, you can unlock the tablet, allows you to shop for parts anywhere in your garage. You can use it from the pie menu or by pressing T. So we'll be coming here quite often as we earn and spend skill points. Next up here, we have a wheel balancer. We'll be coming to that later in the series. You can see the little weights there for balancing wheels. Make sure that the weights are proper and that the wheels are balanced and there's no shudder in the steering wheel from the wheels because they're unbalanced. Next here, we have a tire changer. This is where you put on your wheels and you take the tire off the rim or install it onto the rim. That's what you do here with this thing. Next up, then we have some benches, and here we have the phone. We're going to be coming here very often. This is where you pick up new jobs. This is the blue highlighted ones are story mission jobs, and this is just a normal order. As we level up, we will get more slots, and this will fill up with various different jobs that are available for us. But to start off with, you just have 2 slots. We'll be coming here quite often to pick up new jobs for us to do. More benches, nothing really to do there. However, we do have the computer here. We will be coming here very often in the early part of the game. This is where you shop for parts. So as you can see here, we have rims, we have the main shop, which is parts. This is the biggest one that we'll be coming to. We'll be getting all our main parts from this area of the shop. We have a body spot here, we have interior shop, we have license plates, tire shop, tuning shop, body tuning shop, community cars body shop. I'm not sure what that is, I've never really used it. Maybe it's an online thing, but I've never used it. And finally then we have a custom gearbox shop. So yeah, we'll be coming here quite often in the early part of the game. Next up, we have our radio, which is constantly playing music. You can turn that on or off here. Then more benches, nothing really there. Another toolbox. They're spread out around all over the garage. There's one there. There's one here. There's another one back there. So there's a few of those scattered around. Next up, we have our oil drain for taking old used oil out of cars. You lift the car up on the lift here. We'll talk about that in a minute. You place this in underneath the sump and you drain the oil into this thing here. And you need to do that before you remove the sump. Otherwise you get oil all over the ground and you don't want that. Here we have a stand. It's not usable, it's just decoration really. But you'd use that like if you wanted to jack something up or support something, like if you took the engine out of a car and it would, like it was a rear axle drive, the back of the car would be quite heavy and the front of the car would then be very light because you took the engine out and it could topple over, so you'd use that to prop it up. Next here we have our lift, our first lift. We put the cars in here, we lift them up and we can go in underneath them like so, and then lower them back down again to work on, like the engine bay or whatever. And finally over here we have the spring puller. So you'd put like a shock and spring in here, and for installing them you combine them together, and this squeezes the spring so that you can install the parts into the shock. And obviously if you want to take apart a shock and spring, you can do that here as well. It'll compress the spring and then you take out the shock, and you then release the tension off the spring and take out the spring then. And like I said, there's another toolbox there. Finally, well, actually not finally, but the second last thing that I want to talk about is this engine stand. And we use this for installing or removing engines, or if we want to create a new engine, you can build an engine on here from scratch, and you can put it in stores or install it into a car later on down the road if you want. But that's what the engine stand is for. And the last thing I want to talk to you guys about is this here. How cool is that? Alright, you can actually customize that banner to be whatever you want. And I decided to use my Winter's Gaming banner that's on my YouTube channel and put it in here, and here it is in the game. I think that is the coolest thing. It's a small little thing, but I think it's really cool. It's a nice little feature that they've added, but you can put whatever you want up there. If you want to put a 911 up there, you can do it. If you want to put a Zonda up there, or maybe if you want to go with the typical guy garage mechanic stereotype, and put a beautiful blonde in a bikini up there. I decided to put my Winter's Gaming banner up there because I thought that was a really cool thing to do, and yeah, pretty awesome. So yeah, is there anything else? Well, I suppose I should talk about the series. So I'm going to try and make episodes around 20 minutes. If we complete 2-3 jobs in the 20 minutes, great. I will tell you now, story mission jobs, they're going to take a sizable bit of time. Like, you're probably talking on average 20 minutes. But if if you come across an awkward job, there could be a part that you just can't find, that you don't know what it is, so you start stripping everything down. You could be talking 30 minutes or maybe even 40 minutes for an episode, and as we progress further into the game, jobs will become more and more complex. So I'm going to aim for 20 minutes. Story mission jobs, though, could take a bit longer, depending on the job. So yeah, we're going to go for 20 minutes, and if we can get a few jobs done in that time, great. I suppose I should say that I do have some experience with mechanics and cars and trucks and stuff. I've done my fair share of stripping things down and what have you. I know the basics. I understand that the fuel is injected through the valves. The valves open up, inject the fuel into the cylinder. The valves close, the pistons come up, they create pressure. The fuel is ignited by the spark plugs. The explosion pushes down the piston, which in turn turns the crankshaft, which in turn turns the flywheel, which in turn turns the gearbox, which in turn turns the prop shaft and goes into the back axle and turns the wheels. I know my way around cars and trucks and engines and stuff. This game is fairly accurate, but very dumbed down as well at the same time. Like, I understand why it's not 100% accurate, because if you were to make a 100% accurate game, the level of complexity that will be required will be very hard to replicate. So things are very dumbed down to an extent, but at the same time it's still quite accurate, where you can literally take off the head and you can see the pistons inside in the block, and you can take out the pistons, and you can put on new rings and stuff like that. But the head is just one part that you take off. It doesn't go down into the rock. Well, actually, no, it does have the rockers, but it doesn't go down to the valves, like that level of complexity. But it's a fun game. I really had fun the last time I played this, and I am really looking forward to this Let's Play series so much. Now that I have all the DLC content, I'm really looking forward to that. I think that's going to be so fantastic, and can't wait to get stuck into this. So yeah, I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, that's pretty much it, really. So we're going to wrap it up here for now. Thanks a million for watching, folks. I hope you're all looking forward to this Let's Play as much as I am looking forward to it. I really hope you all enjoyed this episode and you enjoy the entire series. Oh, that's actually something I should say. I have no idea how long this series is going to go. I have no idea if it's going to be 50 episodes. I have no idea if it's going to be 100 episodes. But my goals are, I want to complete the skill tree. I want a fully upgraded garage, an expanded garage. I want to go to quite a few barns and the junkyard quite a few times and pick up some completely rundown bangers and do them up 100% and sell some of them, hang on to some of them. So that's some of the goals that I have that I want to achieve in this Let's Play. So like I said, I have no idea if it's going to be 50 episodes or if that's going to take 100 episodes. I don't know. So we'll just play it by ear and we'll see how things go. Anyway, thanks a million for watching this episode, folks. I hope you all enjoyed it. I cannot wait to see you guys in part 2, where we actually get down to the nitty gritty and we start taking on orders and start fixing some cars. If you did like this episode, and indeed all the episodes that follow, please leave a like. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. And as always, please subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. My name is Winters, and I will see you next time. So until then, adios.